new grandson is a Gemini. Cute. Oh my goodness. Sag. Okay, that's right. You're Sagittarius. It'll be a while. Sagittarius is close to the end. I'll probably end up getting to it either tomorrow or Sunday. I'm hoping to have all the readings done by tomorrow, but we had a late start today. It's been a crazy day. Yeah, you can see, you might have seen already, Laura. Okay, so Gemini. This is all Gemini. This is your general reading for September 2019 for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising. And again, it's a general reading, so things may not apply to everyone, or they may apply to people in different ways. So if you'd like to schedule an individual personal reading with me, you can do that. Once the reading goes, I will put a link in the comments to my calendar where you can schedule your own individual reading. You can also check videos once they're all posted for your rising sign and your moon sign as well, because those may apply also. Okay, Gemini, let's see. What is up for Gemini for September 2019? I am pulling on this. Oh, Facebook is giving me trouble. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. That's pretty funny. I'm pulling on this tablecloth. Okay, Gemini. So at the center of the situation for Gemini is the Four of Pentacles, which indicates there may be, up until now, you may have been, and maybe even still recently, holding on to something that really needs to be let go of. Holding on to a thought, likely a thought for Geminis, right? You guys are big thinkers. So there may be a thought or maybe something else. It could be something physical that you're holding on to that you need to get rid of, something emotional that you need to get rid of, something spiritual that maybe needs to be let go of. Let's see, what else do we have here? Yeah, interestingly, wow. So this would indicate that it may actually be something spiritual. Wow. Okay, so on one side you've got a spiritual message, and maybe it's that you're receiving spiritual messages. Maybe your intuition has been telling you, maybe you've been seeing signs through whatever your spirituality is, indicating that you need to let go of this, that there's something you're holding on to that you need to let go of. And it's likely also related to something you've been defending for a long time, maybe something about yourself that you've been defending. Maybe it's even just the need to defend yourself in some way, like feeling like you need to defend yourself when you don't necessarily need to. Just be yourself. Like not everything is a fight, even though you might think it is. It might not actually be a fight. And here's the thing. Okay, so surrounding these things, so surrounding the need to let go of something spiritual, to let go of something physical, to let go of maybe even a job or something related to your business. Surrounding that, we've got the Hanged Man and the Tower card. So you've been waiting. Maybe you've been holding on to it for a very long time, waiting thinking that this is something that it is still going to be serving you, or that you can just use at some point, or that you can pull out of your back pocket and use at the right time when you need to. And that could be some sort of defense, right? Like, I've got this defensive mechanism in my back pocket and I can pull it out whenever I need to. And I've been waiting to use it for a long time. Or maybe you've been using it for a long time and you've been waiting for something to change. So here's the thing, like, if you're constantly having to defend yourself and you're used to defending yourself out of habit, you might be still trying to defend yourself to people who are already on board with you, who already know that what you're saying they agree with, or they get, or they understand, or whatever. And so you still trying to defend yourself to them can lead to the shit hitting the fan. It can lead to maybe an argument. It can lead to things not going your way or whatever, because there's some type of like disconnect or miscommunication or something where you just still feel like you need to defend yourself for some reason. It can sort of manifest that situation where you actually do have to, even though there might not currently be one anymore. Okay, let's see. What else do we have going on? Yeah, so there's part of you that feels like maybe something's being taken from you. Either that, or you're just waiting for it to be taken from you because you know it's going to happen, right? Not that it's actually going to happen, but one of those things where like you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop, or something maybe good recently has happened and you're just waiting for it to be taken from you. That's the feeling, not necessarily the case. Wow, Gemini. Yeah. Okay, so there's also, excuse me, there may be some feeling for some of you Geminis. Hold on. This is funny, like Gemini is an air sign, and I feel like the air is just being like sucked out of my lungs, like it's hard to breathe. Which may be something that you guys are feeling lately, like the air is being sucked out of you. So for some of you, there may be a feeling of defeat, like you just feel defeated in some way. Or if you let go of this one thing, that you'll feel defeated if you let go of it. Or like it's being taken from you. So I'm going to pull some more cards and get some more information in a minute. But what's coming to me is like, really consider, if having to let go of something feels like it's being taken from you, like really consider, is it something that is serving you? Is it something that's really helping you on the the life path that you want to be on? Or are you just holding on to it out of habit? Or are you just holding on to it so that you could defend yourself somehow if you needed to, when you may not necessarily need to be? Because you are the magician, right? You have everything that you need. You have all of the tools that you need, and whatever it is that you do an amazing job with it. So it's okay to let things go, because you inherently have within you what you need to get whatever it is done. And you don't have to defend yourself. You just have to do it. And you get to make the choice on how to do that and what you're going to do, because you have everything that you need. But you feel defeated, or like someone is either stabbing you in the back. This could also manifest for some of you as actual physical back pain. Some of you may be going through back pain. And as you release whatever it is that you need to release, it might actually relieve some of your back pain. So then we also have the Ten of Rods here, which indicates carrying some type of burden. Like part of you may feel like you're taking on more of the load than you need to, that someone else needs to do their fair share around work, or around the house, or around a certain situation, that like you're taking on yours and you're taking on theirs and maybe 10 other people's, right? But you can't carry it all forever. And the more you try and carry without getting help, or taking things on, other people's responsibilities and things, and taking that on, and then feeling like you have to defend yourself to be able to do this, could lead to the shit hitting the fan in some way. Okay, so the situation, the energy is operating in the situation. Wow, we're still dealing with this energy. So like I think 10 or 11 of the signs last month had this card, and so far every single sign has had it. Aries, Taurus, and now Gemini. we're still dealing with this energy, you know. And initially I thought it might have been related to Mercury retrograde, and maybe it was then, and maybe it's something new now. But either way, it's still showing up as one of the energies operating in the situation where you're feeling like you're blocked. You're feeling like there's nothing you can do about a situation. Like no matter what, you're going to be defeated. This is a feeling. It doesn't mean that that's actually going to happen, but that's the feeling that sometimes comes up, or that you may be experiencing that feeling. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that's actually true. And probably not, because you know, you just feel like something's being taken from you, or you feel like you're being stabbed in the back, or you feel like you actually have back pain, and you might. But as you let go of the things that no longer serve you and that you don't need, all of that can possibly feel like relieved somehow. So it's not necessarily the case that you're being blocked and that there's nothing you can do about a situation, even though that may be what you're feeling. Your feelings are valid, but the story may not be true, because we've got this indication here of like redecorating your house somehow, or rebuilding the foundation of your house, getting things the way you like it, getting them comfortable the way you like it, making your home kind of feel like home and feel good. And we've got like support from family here, a lot of financial support, financial stability. So things are going well, but you may feel like you have to take on 10 million burdens in order to be financially stable. And that's not necessarily true. You have everything you need to make the money that you want. You have everything you need to have the home that you want. You have everything that you need. You just, for whatever reason, think that if you take on a million burdens and you're over responsible, and you hold on to certain things and don't let go of them, that that's going to make everything right. But it's not. It's going to make everything painful. All right, so this may be something that you've been dealing with for a while, because it looks like you've come a long way with this, but there's still a little bit of a ways to go. So you've come a long way with feeling like you're blocked, but there's still a little bit of mindset shifting that needs to happen there. And maybe you've come a long way in building your home foundation the way you want it, and there's still a little bit of a ways to go. So going within is the way to do this. So getting out of your head, Gemini, which I know is hard for you guys. You guys are super, super thinkers, overthinkers, air sign. So going within and getting grounded a little bit, coming down from the clouds and going within, checking within, is going to be helpful in this, because then you'll see like, oh wow, this isn't so bad after all, or I can let go and I'm not going to die, right? It's not actually being taken from me. It's just not needed anymore, or not serving me anymore, right? So yeah. Okay, so again, there's this idea or feeling like you don't have enough information to make a decision. Or you may think that you're blocked, or you may think that you don't know what it is that's going to fix the situation. It's you. It's you that's going to fix the situation, and it's what's inside of you. So you have to go within, inside of you, to connect with all of your tools, to connect with your inner magician, and to use those things to make the difference. It's not something outside of you that's blocking you. You think that you don't have enough information, but you're just not looking in the right place, right? So we've got the Knight of Rods as well, which indicates movement, spiritual movement, or movement within your business. So this is where movement needs to happen. Go within and let go of either the spiritual thing that's holding you back, let go of either the business thing that's holding you back, and movement will start happening from there. Okay, Gemini, let's see what your romance card is for September 2019. You know what, before I get into this, because you said Laura, I mean, I know he's like itty bitty sweet little baby Sag, and so for the most part this is typically for adults, but like for an infant, what I could see here is like, you know, maybe this could be like an attachment thing. So he may be super attached to one parent or something, or holding on to something, or it could be attached to a blanket or a binky or something, and wanting to hold on to that, and feeling like if he doesn't have that, he may not necessarily feel secure. And he's like really kind of, connecting with being at home and starting to feel a little bit better being at home. And I don't know if certain things, he may feel like certain things are being taken from him that he wants, right? So like if he gets super fussy or something, or if his back is acting up, or maybe he needs like a little chiropractor adjustment or something, then it could be because there's something that he wants that's being taken from him, not necessarily intentionally or in a hurtful way, not at all, but just because like it doesn't, like maybe the person doing it doesn't think it's an issue in any way, but he doesn't have the words yet to speak up for himself. So maybe those things might be coming up for him, and maybe not. I just thought I'd add that real quick for you, Laura. Or for infants in general, if there's anyone watching this Gemini reading for an infant. Okay, romance card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for September 2019. Oh, that's a big stack. Okay, two for you. Huh, this is kind of funny. This is cute. Laura, you're going to laugh. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. So his love life is being affected because he's a child. But for the adults out there, your children may be playing a role somehow in your love life. And, it could be like, for some, this is general reading, so things are going to manifest differently for different people. But for some people, it could be, if there's been a separation between the parents and they're dealing with custody for the kids or whatever, one parent may be moving to a new home, rebuilding a new home foundation, and like not wanting to let go of sharing time with the kid or something like that, right? And feeling like something's being taken from them. Some of these issues might be coming up. For some people, not necessarily everybody, it's going to manifest differently for different people. But for some people, children is affecting their love life in some way. They're playing a role anyways in some way. Okay, and then romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So for some Geminis out there, it may be letting go of previous relationships so that you have the space to open up and explore the current feelings that you might have for somebody. Yeah. Or lightening your load and starting to delegate things so that you're not so busy, so that you have time to explore these romantic feelings. Okay, so I've got 2 Wayne Dyer decks this month in honor of Wayne Dyer and the 4-year anniversary of his passing. So we are going to pull a card from each of his decks. This one is the Secrets to Success and Inner Peace. This deck's been stubborn so far. Okay, 2 of these. The second secret. Don't die with your music still in you. View failure as an illusion. Failure is a judgment, an opinion. It stems from your fears, which can be eliminated by love. Love for yourself, love for what you do, love for others, and love for your planet. Again, so view failure as an illusion. So feeling like something's being taken from you or feeling like you've been defeated is an illusion. It's not necessarily true, even though you're feeling that way. So it's okay to validate your feelings. Your feelings are valid, but the story may not be true. So validate what you're feeling and connect with what the root cause of that is so that you can see the picture more clearly and that it's not necessarily a failure and letting go of something. And that something may not necessarily be taken from you. And then also the first secret, have a mind that is open to everything and attached to nothing. Open your mind to all possibilities. Having an open mind is one of the most basic principles that you can adopt to contribute to individual and world peace. Okay, and then Wayne Dyer's other deck is the inspiration cards. I love this deck. I should use it more often anyways, just because I love it. Here we go. Oh, this deck is so funny. They almost always fall on the floor. Believe in universal timing. You must believe in a universe that's created and guided by an intelligence greater than your ego. A universe where there can be no accidents. When an idea's time has come, it can't be stopped. And the reverse is true. An idea whose time hasn't come can't be created yet. Wow. Very nice, Gemini. Okay. So, this is your reading for September 2019. I hope you guys have an amazing month. It's all going to be okay. It's okay to let go. I know you guys are overthinkers, but you'll get through this. Okay. Happy September, and I will see you guys next month.